Hi guys, I hope that you're well today and welcome back to Fit Education's virtual classroom. In today's Make We Teach topic, we are going to look at the different vascular structures of the cardiovascular network. We are going to focus on the arteries, capillaries and veins. Before we jump into that, as ever, if you appreciate our content, we'd love it if you could like, comment and share and support us in what we do. So let's have a look at the different vascular structures now. Blood vessels are what carry the blood to and from the heart to all of the different systems of the body. All blood vessels are connected in a continuous one-way circulatory loop and get smaller in diameter the further away from the heart they travel. There are three main types of blood vessels, each having a different function dependent on the direction of travel, either from or towards the heart. Arteries, which carry oxygenated blood away from the heart. Capillaries, which are the smallest blood vessels in size and the site of gaseous exchange. And veins, which carry deoxygenated blood back towards the heart. Let's have a look at these three structures in a little bit more detail now. So the first blood vessels we'll look at are arteries. Now, arteries' features include being the largest vessels of the circulatory system. They only ever carry oxygenated blood, and they always do this away from the heart, with the exception of the pulmonary artery. Arteries are always displayed red in diagrams. Now, arteries are used to measure blood pressure, with the highest value being taken during the contraction phase. This is known as systolic blood pressure, and the lowest value being taken when the arteries relax. This is known as diastolic blood pressure. The thick muscular walls of the arteries contain this pressure and can contract and relax to assist in the blood flow. As arteries travel further away from the heart, they continually get smaller until they ultimately subdivide into arterioles. These arterioles further reduce in size until they ultimately become capillaries. Now, the features of capillaries include being the smallest blood vessels of the circulatory system, being only one cell thin. Being this thin allows gaseous exchange to take place, where oxygen and carbon dioxide swap places in the blood. This process is known as diffusion. Being this thin allows capillaries to be located in all of the different areas of the body which need a regular blood supply. Capillaries are the link between the arterioles and the venules in the one-way channel of the circulatory system. So the final three of the blood vessels we'll look at now is that of veins. So the feature of veins include being a medium-sized blood vessel of the circulatory system, which only carry deoxygenated blood and always do so towards the heart. Veins are displayed blue in diagrams. Veins don't have thick muscles like arteries do to support the blood flow. This is because the blood pressure is lower in veins. So instead they use the contraction of the surrounding skeletal muscle combined with the addition of one-way valves. These one-way valves are contained within the veins to stop the backflow of blood and transport blood back towards the heart. Veins connect from the capillaries via venules and become larger closer to the heart that they become. So here we can see how the blood vessels change in size from larger to smaller and then back to larger versions of a vessel. It's important to note that the further away from the heart a blood vessel is, the lower that the blood pressure within that vessel will be. So let's have a look at the blood flowing through these blood vessels now. As blood leaves the heart, it travels through the thick muscular arteries and then into the arterioles. It then flows into the capillary beds where gaseous exchange then takes place. Deoxygenated blood then returns back to the heart via venules and then veins, which are supported in the process by one-way valves. The blood will then travel back towards the heart in a process known as venous return. Venous return is an important mechanism for helping the return flow of blood back towards the heart from all of the peripherals and prevents blood pooling. This is where long periods of inactivity can slow blood flow back from the legs, which results in this blood pooling. A blood clot or deep vein thrombosis may then form, blocking the blood vessel. Smooth muscular contractions within the blood vessel, along with localized skeletal muscle contractions, assist in this venous return, which is important post vigorous exercise and can be supported via a pulse lowering cool down. We hope that you enjoyed today's content. If you have any questions on what was covered, please leave us a comment below. Or if you'd like to support us in what we do, if you could give us a like, a comment, or share, we'd appreciate your support.